one of the funniest moments I remember with Coach Slayton has to deal with myself and my sister Lana. And anyone that knows Lana knows that she can pull a lot of stunts. The particular day I'm thinking about is we had tennis pictures to be made that afternoon, and I had brought my tennis clothes, a new tennis dress. Lana didn't bring hers. So I went to the lockers looking for my tennis clothes, could not find them, so I headed out to the tennis courts, and there sat Lana in my tennis dress. Well, Coach Slayton could see the look on my face, what was going on, and he knew we were fixing to have a cat fight. And here comes Coach Slayton trying to be the referee. Well, to me, Coach Slayton, he taught the tennis players and the kids in his class, I'm sure too, to be a positive thinker and to always be committed. And to me, his commitment through the years was that all the titles and accolades he brought to the school, I think they'll long be remembered even though he's gone. Looking back on his stats, I saw that he had like 41 state entries into the state tennis tournament. Out of those 41, he had 2 that placed third in state, and he had 3 that placed second in state. His one state title was the last year that he coached tennis here in Van. And it's kind of ironic to me, the one state title was with his daughter.
Probably the funniest thing I remember about Coach Slayton is the year, I think I was a freshman or a sophomore, and we had made it to state team tennis, and we were supposed to get to go and stay at John Newcomb's tennis ranch in New Braswell, and that was where state tennis was held. And one of the coaches from one of the towns that got first or second, I don't remember which place we were, but one of the other town coaches was supposed to make a reservation, and they forgot. So Coach Slayton had to just find at the last minute it was something like the Oakwood, hotel in New Braswell. I mean, it was like, you think a Roach Motel, this is what it was. He was mad to begin with that we had to stay there. And then, like one of the first days there, the pipes in his room under his sink busted and everything he had got wet. So at that time, he was just sick of the place. So the last night, I don't know if he just literally went to sleep and didn't wake up or he didn't care. But we had a water fight in that hotel, or motel really, it wasn't a hotel. It was an open outdoor courtyard. And we just went, we got the buckets, the ice buckets and any trash cans and anything like that. And we were going from room to room, just dousing each other with water. And we made not one, I don't think the people in the hotel could tell the difference in the way the hotel ought to look and the way we left it. So that was, and it was just kind of, it happened, nobody got in trouble. And we pretty much just wet that place down. And Coach Slayton didn't care. Something I always admired about Coach Slayton is I don't think he ever complained once about the fact that he had to do everything for us. I mean, he was our junior high tennis coach. He drove the bus. He took us everywhere. He cared so much about us. He poured so much into us, of course, as tennis players, but just hanging around us and being around us. We knew him better than probably most kids ever know any coach. And he did every bit of that without any kind of complaint. I mean, he should have had help. Here the man was coming, and we actually had tennis during the day in junior high. It wasn't an after-school thing. It was an actual class. He had to do that, then go to the high school and do all the high school tennis by himself. And it's like he enjoyed it, and He let us enjoy it too.
When I came to Van as the head volleyball coach in the fall of 1986, I also was the freshman basketball coach for the girls, and Jerry Slayton was the JV girls basketball coach, and Johnny Fowler was our head coach. And I just loved working with Jerry. I always admired his professionalism. He never lost his cool during games and yelled at refs or anything. And what I also remember about Jerry was that he was such a dedicated classroom teacher. And I could never beat him to school. He was always one of the first people here at school, and he worked so hard in the classroom. And his students in his classroom were just as important to him as the athletes he coached in girls basketball and in tennis. And he was a phenomenal coach, just so professional, and I just had the utmost love and respect for him. I would consider one of the many legacies that he has here in Van ISD is that he just built or helped to build our very strong tennis program, and we were always so reputable, and people just thought, you know, when they thought of Van, they thought of their outstanding tennis program, and Jerry Slayton was the builder of that, and he just influenced and touched a lot of lives, both for students and for adults too.